name is Gangesh Shukla. I'm a second year medical student. Can I know your name and age, please?
My name is Surendra Shukla and I is 26-year-old.
Okay, so today I'll be performing cerebellar examination. Is that okay with you? Okay, if you feel any discomfortability during the procedure, let me know. Test for rapid alternating movement. Show the patient how to strike one hand on the thigh, raise the hand, turn it over and then strike the back of the hand down on the same place. Ask the patient to repeat these alternating movements as rapidly as possible. Observe the speed, rhythm and smoothness of the movement. Repeat. In rapid finger tapping test, show the patient how to tap the distal joint of the thumb with the tip of the index finger, again as rapidly as possible. Again observe the speed, rhythm and smoothness of the movement. The non-dominant side often perform less well. In arms finger to nose test, ask the patient to touch your index finger and then his or her nose alternately several times. Move your finger so that the patient has to change direction and extend the arm fully to reach your finger. Observe the accuracy and smoothness of movement and watch for any tremor. Now hold your finger in one place so that the patient can touch it with one arm and finger outstretched. In gait test, ask the patient to walk across the room or down the hall, then turn and come back. Observe posture, balance and swinging of the arms and movement of the leg. Normally balance is intact, the arms swing symmetrically at the sides and turns are smooth. Ask the patient to walk heel to toe in a straight line called tandem walking. Tandem walking may reveal ataxia. Ask the patient to walk on the toes, then on the heels. This tests plantar flexion and dorsiflexion of the ankle as well as balance. Walking on toes and heels may reveal distal leg weakness. Hop test. This tests proximal and distal muscle strength in the legs and require both normal position sense and cerebellar function. Difficulty hopping point to weakness, lack of position sense or cerebellar dysfunction. Shallow knee bend test. Do a shallow knee bend first on one leg then on the other. Difficulty doing shallow knee bend suggests proximal weakness, weakness of the quadriceps or both. Romberg test. This is mainly a test of position sense. The patient should first stand with feet together and eyes open and then close both eyes for 30 to 60 seconds without support. Note the patient's ability to maintain an upright posture. Normally any swaying is minimal. Test for pronator drift. The patient should stand for 20 to 30 seconds with eyes closed and both arms held straight forward with the palms up. Normally patient hold the arm position well. If necessary, patient can be tested in the sitting position. Now instruct the patient to keep the arm out and eyes shut and tap the arm briskly downward. The arm normally returns smoothly to the horizontal position. This response requires muscular strength, coordination and good position sense.